Hey, what's going on, guys? EFK here, and today, well, the rumors are true. After the Sega purchase of Rovio Entertainment, the Angry Birds developer will be working on games based on Sega's IP. So here's this article from the game. We're going to read through it and we're going to discuss. So Sega's purchase of Angry Birds developer Rovio last month seems to be all about helping Sega break into the wider mobile gaming market. According to a Sega executive, the plan is to hand Rovio Sega's IP and let them make mobile games for the global gaming market. Cool. See, that was to be expected, to be fair, because not being funny, I don't think Angry Birds would really sell on PC or consoles, so it makes sense to just kind of focus on having the mobile game developer make mobile games. It just kind of makes sense. It's common sense, really. This all comes out of a press conference where Sega and Rovio's leadership explained the acquisition. Sega President of Consumer Games and Transmedia, Shigeru Yusumi, via NME, said Rovio was brought on board to help resolve challenges Sega has with mobile gaming. Yusumi noted that just 12% of Sega's mobile game profits come from outside Japan, while 80% of its console and PC game sales come from Sega's worldwide audience. Yeah, and that's not surprising, to be honest. I mean, what you got to realize is Sega's IPs on mobile, at least from outside of outside the of Japan, it's mostly Sonic related stuff or like Sega classic stuff. So like, there's nothing really major exclusively on mobile that from Sega that you'd really want to pick up and play, whether it be buying a game or actually just it being a game with adverts or whatnot. Rovio has a strength that we do not have. Yuzumi admitted, adding that he wants to bring Sega's vast library of IP to mobile with Rovio's help. I mean, I could see it. I could see something like Streets of Rage mobile game, maybe Jet Set Radio mobile game, more Sonic mobile games, obviously. Rise Star getting a mobile game. There's quite a few IPs I could see Total War getting a mobile game. Rovio CEO Alexandra Pelletila Normud said it was exciting to think about what the Angry Birds developer could do with Sega's properties. Additionally, Sega will help expand the reach of Angry Birds by bringing it to consoles and PC. Yeah, that's the problem. We've already seen a trilogy of Angry Birds games on consoles back in 2012, I think it was. Because I know it was on the Wii U, Xbox 360, and PS3. You had the Angry Birds trilogy, which was published by Activision. So I don't know. Sega purchased Rovio last month for $775 million, a price that raised eyebrows of Sonic fans concerned that Sega was spending up its budget for the next mainline Sonic title on a has-been mobile developer. Yeah, I saw a lot of people being concerned about the price they paid for Rovio. What you got to realize, guys, is they're paying for the talent as well. They're paying for the talent, and obviously they're also paying for the IPs that Rovio actually own. And Rovio, they basically spent less than what Rovio was valued at. A few years ago, Rovio was valued at about 1.2 billion euros. So that's quite a lot. But they only paid about what? 706 million euros. So I think that's a pretty good bargain, to be fair. Many wondered what Sega could do with the kind of cash revitalizing other dead Sega IPs like Shinobi, Virtua Racing, Alex Kidd, or Columns. Yeah, well, you never know. This could be how they revive those games. We might see an Alex. I wouldn't call Alex Kidd a dead franchise because it had a game recently, Alex Kidd in called DX. So Alex Kidd's not a dead franchise. It's just, yeah, Shinobi. Yeah, that needs to come back. Virtua Racing could come back, and Columns, like they could easily be ported to mobile. That should be their first game, which should be a Columns game on mobile. Obviously, it's not the success of Candy Crush, which is the same genre as Columns, so why not? Red and Sonic the Hedgehog got two globally recognised and iconic characters made by two remarkably complementary companies with a wider reach that spans mobile, PC, console, and beyond, says Rovio CEO Pelleto Nomad. And the time combining the strengths of Rovio and Sega present an incredibly exciting future. Sega has had some success bringing franchises like Total War and Sonic to mobile, but there's a lot more that could be done. Yakuza in particular is just full of mini games that would be great for mobile platforms, or they could get something like the latest game from near developer Yakotaro for a full game reset. The title takes Sega IP and turns them into scantily clad women. Virtual Cop, Virtua Fighter, Afterburn, and Outrun are all personified as female characters in a game where Sega runs amok. It looks like it'll probably have some collectible mechanics, but still a little too early to call it a gacha game. I've not actually heard of this game. 404 Game Reset. I've never actually heard of it, but it sounds pretty funny, to be honest. Another Angry Birds news we found out that Red wants to smash Bayonetta. Sims is a... Okay, that's not a funny joke. Okay. As a bisexual person, I'm offended by this joke. Right. So, yeah, that's just kind of it. Now, I do want to say that I do have an investment in Sega. Like, I do have a few shares in Sega as a company, but I got to admit, Sega is going to benefit from this greatly. If Rovio can make it some decent games and make some decent Angry Birds games, as alongside decent Sonic games, you know, Yakuza would be a fun little game on mobile. Imagine like that. And what they could basically do is Sega could basically take over the mobile gaming industry, or at least take a huge chunk of the market for themselves, whilst companies like, King and that slowly sort of fade off into obscurity as they focus on the same old games. So they could use their huge portfolio of IPs and Rovio's expertise to basically take on the gaming industry on mobile and just kind of dominate it. You know, not much competition really. The one problem I do see with this deal is actually, is Rovio going to make good games, or are they going to be full of microtransactions? Like, how are these games going to work? I prefer if there was like pay once game and whatnot, but that's a long time gone within the mobile game industry. And with games like, Candy Crush being free to play and becoming hugely successful, same with games like, Clash of Clans, Clash Royale, I don't see a Sega being the company like, yeah, we're gonna just like charge once for the games. I can see Sega trying to like make some more money off of these games. But yeah, guys, let me know your thoughts on this in the comments down below. Do you agree? Do you disagree? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Make sure you subscribe, like, share, comment, turn notifications. I've been EFK and I'm signing out. Peace.